Hello and welcome back again for another thrilling tale. Tonight our heroes are taking on a weird World War II mission with German scientists in a lab. We've got our underground lab set up here. The three objectives for tonight's game are going to be hunt the fiends, which is kill any minions. For points, get evidence, which means I've had to bring a photographer for that one. And stop the ritual, which for this theme we're going to retheme that as stop the machine, which is this rather gribbly thing here, which is chucking out strange experiments. So our heroes are set up at the back of the board this time. I'm filming this the opposite way around last game to hopefully get a bit more light on the game. So the three events we've got for tonight's game are explosion, which is disaster strikes, escaped experiment, which is the panicky one that pushes everyone back. Oh, it's escape crowd, it's the one from the boat. And I've also got the prisoner, which has replaced the captain. So there is a loose prisoner somewhere on here which I can run into, and either he's mad or he's sane and he might help me out. I really hope he's sane. I could proper do with that on tonight's game. We are using the version 2 rule, so there's been a few tweaks to how some of the objectives work. The threat level works, turn order's been removed, and there's a couple of other tweaks. So I'm going to get the camera in position and then we will kick off. And these are our heroes for tonight. We have, of course, Butch in the centre. Ginger is back. This time she's coming with the medic skill. Shelby the newsboy is here with his camera. We have new additions. We have the pilot, Biggs, with his binoculars. And we also have Captain Denton with marksman or sharpshooter, whichever one it is that gives him +1 dice when +1 skill when shooting. So that's our party for tonight, and I will switch over and show you the bad guys. And here are the villains for tonight's game. We have taking the place of the mad scientist, we've got the Gestapo officer. So the only tweak I've done there is I've renamed his experiment skill to execution because it kind of makes sense thematically, and the other one to follow my orders, which minions within 3 inches of him gave an advantage. We have the German officer who's taking the place of the lab assistant. We have our monster, the Doom Trooper. And then we have a bunch of botched creations. Now I only need 2 for the actual game, but I always bring an extra one just in case we get any threat results that throw in another monster. Okay then, we are on with the hero phase. So first up, I think I'm going to activate Biggs. Now all my characters are going to come in through this door here. It seems a bit thematic for the game. He is going to come in from the door here and move across there, and I just need to, the rules for binoculars I think have changed. Spot hidden, skill test, if successful, peek at a single threat marker within line of sight. 2 actions, oh, you can't do that. Right, so in that case, Butch is going to move in first. He's going to move 4 to there, then another 4 down here. And then he's going to use the call over action, 8 inches, which should be back to the door. Yep, and then he's going to call in Biggs, who can make a move action from the door to 4 inches to there. And is it 8 inches for this, did I just say? Yeah, 8 inches. So he's going to stay outside of 6, but within 8 of that marker over there. Next, Biggs is going to activate and he's going to flip this marker over here. And it's number 1. Well, this might be the world's shortest game. It is the Gestapo officer, villain lurker. So he appears right next to Biggs here. That's an interesting start. So I'm guessing the obvious thing is I think Shelby's going to come in next. He's going to move. What's the camera action 1 shot? One action point. Let me just have a quick nosy. Oh, it's on the actual card now, isn't it? Take photograph is 2 skill tests, so I can't do it this turn. So he's going to move 4 inches in this way, and then right to the edge here. so that if this guy runs off towards the nearest threat marker, which is down there, I'll be able to take a shot at him, a camera shot at him next turn. In that case, Captain Denton's going to move in. He's going to move 4 inches straight into combat with him and have a swift punch. He's a shooter, but you know, we'll have a quick rumble. So it's 2d6. Oh, I've got some... Just realised that means the threat goes up 1 instantly because I've revealed the villain for the first time. So we'll do a quick shot of single attack. I outnumber him, so it's to my advantage, and that's it. 2 dice because I don't have any extra fight skills in this team. So I throw the highest away because I'm advantaged. It's a 4, and I strike 2 4s, which means the Gestapo officer has taken 2 wounds straight away. That's a good start. I'm going to have Ginger move in and do the same. So it's an advantage roll again. I'm going to throw the 10 away. It's a natural 10. I've suffered a misfortune, so no, I can't throw the 10 away. So that's a critical failure essentially, which is a pity because I would have scored 3 damage on him there, but hey ho. So Ginger staggers in and takes a swipe at him and completely misses. That's it. That's the end of the hero's first turn. That was pretty instant action there. I wasn't quite expecting that. I've gone for quite an aggressive setup here. I've only got up to threat level 10 to go, so I was a bit worried. But this is starting really badly. Okay, so first threat check of the game. 2 dice, plus 1. At worst, we're going to get Noose Titans. So it's an advantage roll. So it's a difficulty of 3. We score a 7. That is 1 success, and we're straight in with the Noose Titans. Move each unrevealed threat marker 1 inch towards the heroic model nearest to it. So this one moves an inch up here, which is handily that far. This one moves an inch over here. This one moves up to here. He's probably the closest still. This one's the closest still. To Shelby. That triggers. So this one gets flipped as well. That's a 6. That's an explosion. I'll just check these actually, make sure that's outside of 6. Oh, just outside 6. Just. So it's a skill 7 attack on Shelby. And he might get knocked down. So, dear me. Difficulty of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, difficulty was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits on Shelby. Turn 1 of the game, and Shelby has 1 wound left. Oh dear. Okay. Then we apply the threatening overture result, and that takes the threat level to 2 already. Oh, within 10 inches. Oh, hang on. So these actually move towards they're kind of to the centre of the board anyway. That's fine. I think that's roughly how most of them would move. These would kind of come in and these would swoop towards the characters. Okay. So we need to do the Gestapo officer. So he is a lurker. So if the current threat level is 7 or above, no it's not. Otherwise, if it's able to attack its current victim without moving, which will be the captain because he was the first model in contact. So he's going to attack the captain. So he gets a difficulty of 7 and scores an 8 and a 7. So that's 2 successes against the captain. That's 2 wounds on, sorry, not the captain, that's the pilot. Sorry, captain's the other guy, that's Biggs. And then he's going to run off 6 inches towards the nearest threat marker. So that one's 10 away. That's just over 10, so it's going to be down to this one here. So let's say he's going to run 2 inches, drop 2 inches, move another 2 inches that way. Oh, and he's knocked down. That's the end of the villain's turn. That was harsh. On the flip side, if I reveal no other markers and kill him after taking his photo, I need to get to these stop the evidence as well. Stop the ritual. 6 inches. I'll trigger that if I get close to it. So it depends what that is. But I could always use binoculars to have a look at that. 1, 2, possibly get over there. I'm going to trigger at least 2 markers getting over there. So I'm going to try and rescue this mess now. First aid's also a 2. Shelby can't take a photo. I need to stand Shelby up first. Oh dear me. This is not going well at all. So I need to help Shelby up so he has his 2 actions to take his photograph. That's one thing. Help up is, I'm hoping, is a single action. Yes, it is. Ginger is a 2 action. So this is the most convoluted turn. Okay, hero's turn. Captain Denton is going to move over here. 1 action. He's going to help up Shelby, who then stands up. That's Denton's activation done. Shelby, with his 2 actions, is going to take a photograph of the Gestapo officer. Okay, it's a 2 dice skill test, so let's hope I roll reasonably low. I roll 1! Woohoo! Difficulty 1, 2 successes. So Shelby grabs his photograph, and I'll pop a little marker on his character card. So we've got a photo of him. So that's worth 3 victory points. That's a good start. That's a really solid start. If I kill him though and don't reveal anything else, so I kind of need to reveal something else to try and get the captain's going to go next with his binoculars. He's going to take a peek at this marker over here. So skill test for him. I think I forgot the skill test last time. It's a difficulty 1 again, so he is successful. He peeks at this, and this is a 5. We know that's a botched experiment. That's quite good. That's pretty good. So that's his 2 actions. Butcher's going to go next. He's within 8 inches of Shelby, so he's going to use the call out over action. Shelby's, oh actually, do I need to do that? Is Shelby within an inch? Oh, it's just outside an inch. He'll use the call over action, and Shelby will duck behind here next to Ginger. He's got 2 actions left. He's then going to take a little run down here. Now I'm skill 4. The captain's taken, the Gestapo officer's taken 2 damage so far. He has 12 wounds in total, so I'm going to fire another set of shots off from Butch. 3, 4, and I don't think the shoot action gets +1. No, it does get +1 skill, so he's shooting at skill 5. Minimal difficulty 5. The Gestapo officer is skill 5, so it's 5s. So we get a 9 as a difficulty, and so we score a single success with that, which pops him up to 3 damage. That's okay. But it does move me closer to the idle marker. So I need to get to it and interact. Oh, I should have probably moved to angle with action. So I'll move to it and interact with it once next round, because that gets me a victory point. Oh, I've just realised this only gives me a threat of 8. And the other thing I've got is the taking photographs has taken the threat level to 3 already. Oh, this is quicker this time. So the last action of my turn is going to be Ginger. Is going to use her medical kit and use first aid skill test range 1 inch +1 skill, so that's rolling with 3 dice. Heal 2 wounds per success. Get difficulty 7 and we get 1 success, so we heal 2 wounds off Shelby, taking him down to 5. That is the end of the heroes phase. We'll jump over to the villainous phase now. We'll kick off with the threat check. So skill dice is the current threat level, which is 3. It's disadvantaged roll, and I've just remembered I counted the number of people in my party, don't I? So actually I might not have failed it quite as badly last time. There you go. So we take away the highest dice as a 2. I've got 5 people on the table still. So it's actually, oh, I've just knocked that. I think I counted it as 1, so it would have been a 5. I think that was the roll thereabouts. So it would have been 1 success. So the noose tightens again. So this will move towards Butch. This will move towards Butch and trigger. Yes, it does. That's an 8. That's the prisoner. flip a coin when you reveal this threat. I don't have a coin on me, so I'm going to roll a d6. On a 1, 2, 3, he's mad. On a 4, 5, 6, he's sane. He's mad. He is mad. So we place a minion there. Did I place a minion there? Place the marker with the weaponization. If the mountain immediately ambushes, so no. Oh dear. Oh dear, he jumps straight into combat with Butch. That's going to slow Butch down somewhat. 8 wounds, skill 4, so not an awful minion. Could get me some quick victory points, that's okay. Next marker, that one just moves up an inch. That's also inside a 6. That's a 7. Escaped experiment. Every heroic model within 6 inches of the model that revealed this marker must make a skill check. So 6 inches of Butch is only the pilot. So he's going to take a skill check. He rolls a 6 and passes with a pair of 6s. So I'm pushed back 1 inch. That's okay, I can cope with that. Now it doesn't say whether I discard that on my sheet here. I just want to clarify, does panicked guest stay in play? Because it doesn't say either way. I think it's a 1 off, so I'm going to take that off. Count that as used. Okie dokie. Rest of them, that's going to move in an inch. That's going to move in an inch. So anyone within 10 inches, yeah, Butch, that moves an inch towards Butch, but it's outside of 6 still. And that's all of them. Okay, next up is Threatening Overture. So we add 1 to threat level, which takes it up to threat level 4. Villains. So we have a lurker. Threat level isn't 7 or above. It can't attack its current victim. 7 inches in line of sight. So the current victim is now going to switch to... Butch is only 5. He's actually probably the closest model because you've got the vertical movement kind. So you're going to be Butch. So he hasn't got a ranged weapon. So he can't attack it. If this model is line of sight of a heroic model but within range to not within range to attack, move it 6 inches towards the nearest unrevealed threat marker, ending out of line of sight if possible. So the nearest threat marker to him, that's going to be this way over here. So he moves 6 inches over this way. So that he can't end up out. Oh, it's kind of getting towards out of sight. He's doing a runner. Clearly, he's seeing that Butch and his party have burst in and has had enough for the night. And he's going to attempt to get away with his briefcase full of secrets. And then the captain, I'm assuming he triggers this time, the prisoner, sorry. So he's a minion with 8 wounds and a skill of 4, so he is going to be... Is he aggressive? It does not say. I'm going to assume he's aggressive because he's in combat. So he's going to attack Butch. He gets an 8 difficulty and scores 2 successes, so Butch takes 2 damage minus 1 for tough guy, so he takes a single point of damage. We are back to the hero phase. It's quite nice not counting turns. So I think Ginger's going to go first. She's going to try and heal up Shelby a little bit more. We get a difficulty of 7, which we get a single 10 with. And I'm presuming that's a critical success and counts as 2 successes on this. So that is 4 more wounds. So Shelby's down to only taking a single wound. That's a good start. Denton. No, because if he kills him, I'm in trouble. I need to try and get this ritual switched as quick as possible. So I need to kill this guy down here. So I'm going to try and have a go with Butch first. He's pretty strong, so we'll have a 4 dice attack from Butch on the prisoner down here. I rolled a 5 and got 2 successes there, so that prisoner takes 2 damage of 8 he can take. That's 1 action. I could try and escape, but then I would trigger number 5, which is a botch creation, and that would make it difficult because I can't interact if I've got somebody within an inch of me. So I'm going to have to kill this guy. I need to get the botch creation moving somewhere else. So I think the captain's going to, the pilot's going to have to run down and get nab the botch creation. So let's have Butch hit him again. We get a difficulty 10, and so he fails. And final attack from Butch. He gets difficulty of 3. He's skill 4, so that's 4 is the minimum value, but I get 1, 2, 3, 4 successes on the back of that, so that takes him up to 6 damage. Not quite enough to kill him, but enough nonetheless. So we will have the pilot run over here. He's going to jump down, collect 2 inches, and then move an inch this way. It doesn't quite get me into 6 inches. Oh, 6 inches? Oh, hang on a second. I'm measuring I'm doing a movement 6 inches. So he's going to move 2 inches to the edge, drop down, collect 2 inches. That's one move. I've then got 4 inches left. So he can move right down to here. But if I do that, I trigger that. So he wants to go last. Leave him here for a second. I know I can do it. I can get down to that bottom corner. We'll do Shelby. Oh no, because I can't see now because I moved behind there. So I think Shelby's going to have to try and teach the fact. So he's going to have to move over here. I should have called him over so I could have taken a photo, shouldn't I? No, because I only need one piece of evidence. That's fine. So Shelby's going to move. He's going to stay there. Denton's going to go next. He's going to shoot. So he's got the +1 skill for shooting thing, which gives him 3 dice. He's shooting, so he gets a 4th dice, and he gets 1 enemy dice. He's going to shoot at the Gestapo officer. He's got a difficulty of 3 on the roll. That increases to 5. So we have a pair of 6s and a 5, so that's 3 more damage. That flips him up to 6 damage. And we're going to have another shot at him. Just get as wounded as possible, and then I can just hopefully ping him later and take him out. Difficulty of 3. Increase that to 5 again, and I got a 6, an 8 and a 10, so that's 4 more hits on him. That takes him up to 10 damage and leaves him with just 2 wounds left. I can literally flick him and he'll go down. Now, I could end the game here. No, I can't because I've got another character. Oh, I'd have to kill him as well. I want to score some more points. I don't think we're that badly off yet. We're only at threat level 4 and the game ends at 10. And we count, so let's go for it. So the pilot's going to run down here. We're going to trigger number 5 and bob a botch creation, which ambushes him and ends my go. But if I kill him, actually, if I kill him, oh, he's going to run off again. Actually, no, there's more. Is there more friendlies than enemies in the 6? 2 enemies and 1 friendly. He might become aggressive and come back in. I can kill him, kill the other 2, or at least kite that one. I can just tank it through maybe. Get Butch over here, interact with that once for an extra point. Kill 1 or 2. I need to kill 3 minions in total. I've only got 2 here. Oh, we'll figure that one out in a minute. Right. We are on to the villainous phase and we're going to do the threat check. We're now at threat level 4. We've got a single dice to roll, 2 dice to roll. It's always an advantage roll. Let's roll away. So we throw away the highest, leaves a 1. However, it can't be lower than 5 because I've got 5 heroes on the board. However, we rolled 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. 4 successes is crawling chaos. Wonderful. So we'll start up here with the captain. He succeeds with a 2 and a difficulty of 2 and a 2 and a 5. Ginger, she gets a 6 difficulty and scores a 6 and a 7. Shelby gets a difficulty of 1 and passes that. The pilot gets a difficulty of 7 and fails it, so he gets knocked down because he's in combat. And we've got Butch. What's his 4 dice? Gets difficulty of 6 and passes it with ease. With about 5 successes there. Okay, and then we move down to the Noose Titans. I think threat level, then apply the Noose Titans. Oh, hang on, close it. And +1 to the threat level, and then the Noose Titans. Whoa, this is harsh. We're up to threat level 5 already. If I'm lucky, I'm only going to have 1 more turn in this game. That's all of them. That's not within 6, not within 6, not within 6. We're good there. So we've done the Noose Titans, then we apply a Threatening Overture, and that takes it up to a threat level of 6. I really, really need to make sure everything happens in my favour next turn to get maximum number of victory points. Can I kill? I can't kill 3 minions without triggering one, and one of these markers is going to be the big beastie, and I do not want to trigger the monster if I can avoid it. I think we're going to hit 10 by the end of the turn now, maybe. Maybe, unless I kill the villain. Let's see, we'll see how it plays out. Oh, I've not done the villain's activation, have I? So the villainous character's activation, we will start with the escaped prisoner here. He's skill 4, fighting Butch. He rolls a difficulty of 10, so fails all of that. The botched creation on the pilot. He's rolling, I'm going to roll that again because it's cocked. We've got we throw the highest, so we've got a difficulty of 6. He scores 2 successes, and the pilot takes 2 more damage. He's up to 4 damage now. Okay, and then finally the Gestapo officer. He's now going to be behind here, which is going to really scupper me. So I've got to go and try and get line of sight on him. I need to pop off 2 more wounds, and that's it. Oh, what's happened? Something happened when he gets in contact with it? I think so, yeah. After activating a lurker, if this model is the first lurker this turn to end its activation in contact, which it would be in contact with that marker because he had loads of movement, increase the threat level by 1. It's 7. If a lurker starts its activation within 1 inch of an unrevealed threat marker, right, so that's the next turn we can do the raise alarm and start chucking more botch creations out. Oh dear. He needs to die. Butch needs 4 actions here. It's not good. Okay then, I need to get the captain up. I need to get the pilot up. I need to get him killed. Oh, jeez, crazy. I've got Ginger now, so that's useful. I'm not able to see. Where do I need to get to see him? I have to come right down. I come right around here. This is going to be really hard because I'm going to trigger this one. Everyone's in combat. Oh no. There's no throw stone anymore, is there? Not 3 inches. He could do his flashbang. No, he can't. It's a 2 action. That's both his actions. That's harsh. If Butch climbs an inch up that, moves 2 inches across there, he can then take a shot at him. I can trigger that from up here later. So the first action Butch is going to do, he's going to smack the pilot, the prisoner. Try and kill him. He's only got 2 damage left. Come on, Butch. Butch gets a difficulty of 6. He's skill 4, so it's that's my level there. I rolled a single 1, took that away. I got a pair of 10s and a 7. He takes 4 damage and gets smooshed utterly. So that's him out of the game. Butch is then going to jump up here, climb up 1 inch, move across an inch as well. Now I can either flick the ritual for 1 victory point, or I can shoot the Gestapo officer. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shoot the Gestapo officer because there's another villain on the board there. And if I can kill him, the game doesn't end immediately. Okay, come on, Butch. Show us your stuff. He gets difficulty of 9. He gets no successes. Oh no, Butch misses. That's his 3 actions. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Right. The captain is just going to, the pilot is just going to stand up. That gives him a bit of time. Shelby is going to hop down here 2 inches. So that'll be 4 inches in 1 move. And then he's going to move across to be ready to tag this next turn. And just hope everyone survives. Ginger is going to... I can't see anyone. 2 inches to here, hop down here for 2 more inches. Actually, I can't do that because it's 4 inch. I'm using double, so 2 inches, 4 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. So she'll pop down here. He's going to move to the edge here and climb down for his entire action. So we're in the base now. This is it. So we are on to, I think this is going to be end game because the threat level is going to go up now. Unless I get really, really bad threat roll. So 2, 4, 6, 7 dice. We're on to the threat roll for this turn. This is an advantage roll. We're at 7 threat currently, and I still have 5 characters on the board, so we've got quite a lot of wounds. So roll the dice. We've got 4s for the difficulty. Obviously increases to 5 because of the level. However, I rolled a 6, a 7, a 9, and a 7 and a 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. That takes us up to From the Shadows. Spawn a new minion model within 1 inch of a heroic model with the fewest number of heroic models within 3 inches of it. That's going to be Butch. This new minion. Ooh. Butch gets a new minion next to him. Up there. And then we apply, hang on, it's 1 new minion, 2, 3. Then apply Crawling Chaos. Crawling Chaos, we need to take some horror checks. So we've got Ginger. She gets difficulty 9, but just about scores a 9. We've got the Pilot. He gets difficulty 7 and scores an 8. We've got the Captain over there. He gets difficulty 9 and fails it. He's going to run off towards the nearest board edge, which will have to be this one, because he can't obviously just run up the hill. Shelby down here gets a 9 and fails it. He's going to hoof it back up here again. And Butch passes it with ease, difficulty of 2. That was nice and easy. +1 to the current threat level, isn't it? So that takes us to threat level 8. Then we apply the Noose Titans. All unrevealed threat markers move 1 inch towards the nearest friendly model. So that one's going to move in an inch. I've just realised that's going to trigger. That's 4. That is another botch creation. Then jumps on Butch. And this one moves towards nearest friendly model 1 inch there, and that is just outside 6 inches, literally just. Whew. That's the big beast. Don't want that to trigger. That's really bad news. And they all attack me. Yeah, there's nothing else to do here, so let's do some attacks. So we'll do the botch creation down here against the Pilot. Skill 5. Oh, hang on. Hang back. When revealed from a threat marker, spawn this model so it's centered on the marker. So it would have been 6 inches away down here. Okay, that's not so bad. Butch isn't going to get mullered. We'll do this one down here. He gets difficulty of 7, but gets a 7, a 10, and a 10. So that's 3 more damage onto Biggs, who's now hanging on with 1 point of life left. The one against Butch here gets difficulty of 10 and fluffs all of his attacks. The Gestapo officer, raise the alarm. If a lurker starts its activation within 1 inch of an unrevealed threat marker, spawn a new minion. Oh, I think there's very little point there, because actually we're going to end the game at the end of this round. Yeah, so raise the alarm first of all, put another model within 3 inches, which would be Butch again. And then he would, he's now aggressive, so he'd now move back towards the combat, probably towards Butch. He hasn't got any ranged weapons, so he can't do any shooting or anything. So he'd just try and come across here. But unfortunately, for me, the Stop the Ritual objective has the game end condition of threat level being 8 or higher. It immediately ends the game. So I could have done one more turn there. That would have been nice. However, it was not to be. So we'll do a quick count of the points for this game. So we have got the following score. The hero is alive at the end of the game for +1 victory points. Didn't lose a single teammate for +1 victory point. We have managed to get the evidence. That gives 1, 2, 3 victory points. And that's it. We have sat there on 5. 5 gives me a D, a near thing, not the party's proudest moment again. And there we have it. Thanks very much for joining us here at the Cocked Dice. I hope you enjoyed our game tonight. Please like and subscribe to the channel and click the little notification icon so you can get all the latest updates as we release them. We'll see you again soon. Good night.